Good morning, all. It's me, Anton Royal, and I'm back once again. Um, just recently did a video covering WrestleMania 34 because I didn't get a chance to get into it. Had some things going on and such, but now I'm gonna quickly cover the recent call-ups and the Superstar Shakeup. Excuse me. Um, we knew this was gonna happen, and a lot of the names you're excited to see and some recent returns. Pretty excited for. So let's go through it. During the Raw after WrestleMania, we saw Ember Moon be called up. She competed in a tag team match with Nia Jax to fend off Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. I was excited to see Ember called up, even though she had a very grueling match with Shayna Baszler at TakeOver New Orleans. And she came out. She lost. But still, I guess they felt like she was ready for the big time. So here's to hoping she performs well on the main roster. We also saw the debut of No Way Jose and his conga line. Now, some people were making comparisons to Adam Rose and such, but now those two are very, very different style of individuals. So honestly, I've never seen much of No Way Jose. I've seen a few matches. I've seen enough to know that he's not a bad wrestler. I just don't know if the gimmick is gonna make it a long way. But anything's possible in WWE. We also saw the Authors of Pain come up and squash Heath Slater and Rhino. And I mean squashed him. And then they released Paul Ellering of his duties. Even though we all know that Paul Ellering didn't want to do the WWE schedule. It's going to take a toll on him at his age. So that's understandable. And then on the SmackDown after WrestleMania, we saw Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. Two beautiful young ladies. Two ladies who aren't bad wrestlers, but I'm not a fan of their gimmick. Who knows? Maybe it'll grow on me over time, but right now they're just not doing it for me. But some wrestlers in the past have changed my mind. So once again, anything's possible. Okay, moving on to the Superstar Shakeup. On Raw, well, I'll just go through the list. But we saw Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal was the first to be revealed as part of the Raw roster, and then was quickly challenged by Jeff Hardy for the United States Championship, which Jeff Hardy ended up winning and becoming a Grand Slam champion himself. I was recently talking about Seth Rollins and how he became a Grand Slam champion. Congrats to Jeff Hardy for becoming a Grand Slam champion. It's long past due, and it's a good career accomplishment for him. So big ups to Jeff Hardy for that. As far as the superstars in the Superstar Shakeup, we have Jinder Mahal, who I previously mentioned. In no certain order, I'm just going to go Breezango, Natalya, Dolph Ziggler, and the returning Drew McIntyre. That's going to be quite a tandem there. The Riot Squad, not really high on them, but we'll see what happens. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn making their returns to Raw. Baron Corbin, Zack Ryder, Mojo Rawley, Mike Kanellis. Are they going to do anything with him? God only knows. The Ascension, Chad Gable, and the glorious Bobby Roode. I was very excited to see that. Mainly because of his entrance music, but the man is very skilled, and even at 40 years old, the guy can still go, as if he was 20. So, could there be a future world title run for Bobby Roode in the future? We'll see. I'm hoping sooner than later. As far as the SmackDown Superstar Shakeup goes, they get the aforementioned Jeff Hardy, the United States Champion, Absolution, Samoa Joe, which I was kind of disgusted at because I figured myself to be a Raw guy. I mean, I like both brands, but I'm more of a Raw guy. They get Sanity, who's been called up from NXT. They should do big things over there, especially with, good tag team division and good women's division for Nikki Cross. So we'll see how that turns out. The returning Big Cass gets moved to SmackDown, excuse me. Asuka, another one I was disgusted at because I love her. And I love her gimmick. I love everything about her. And now she's gone to Tuesday nights. So, wow. Gallows and Anderson. I think we know what's going to happen there. The club is going to reform with AJ Styles, possibly. And it could do wonders for them as far as tag team division goes, because SmackDown tag team division is miles above Raw's right now. I can admit that. They also get the Bar. It's not fair. It's not fair, WWE. Why is it taking these... R-Truth returns. We haven't seen him on TV in quite some time, but it's good to see R-Truth back on TV. And Andrade Cien Almas and Selena Vega. He also lost his title at NXT TakeOver to Aleister Black. Excellent match, by the way. It's good to see him on the main roster. He was one of my favorite stars to look at. One of my favorite people to look at in NXT. I also like his theme music, but looking for big things from him going forward. So basically, with all this outcome, SmackDown really torched Raw. I mean, they were the big winner in this. Raw was the big loser. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They lost big time. SmackDown gained heavy. Raw lost heavy. But we'll see how it goes in form of talent. And they all talented, so there's no need for me to say that. We'll see how the crowd goes along with it in the future. I mean, I'm looking forward to some big feuds coming up. I mean, especially from SmackDown, because with all these additions, the feuds on there could be endless. So, I could figure Asuka going after Carmella. Of course, Charlotte's going to get a rematch first, but Asuka is going to go after Carmella's title and eventually win it. So it's only a matter of time. Let's see. Absolution can shake things up in the women's division. Gallows and Anderson, or even the Bar, challenge for the tag team titles. Sanity, they may have them running roughshod around there. Who knows? Just endless possibilities for both brands as far as feud goes. So I'm excited to see the future of all these new superstars and call-ups and such, and where creative is going to take all of these guys and utilize their talents and such. So big things going on for WWE. I'm excited. I hope you are too. And I'm going to leave you out now, and we'll check back in as soon as I can. So have a nice one.